So some key points of what we know about the domestic violence perpetrator. First of all, he is controlling in a relationship. He believes in his right, and he acts it out in all kinds of ways, his right to take her decision-making away and to take her rights away. Obviously, he's not going to put it in those terms. He's not even going to think of it in those terms. But that's really what his underlying attitudes are. That when he tells her to shut up, she should have to shut up. When he tells her to stop raising a grievance, she should have to stop raising a grievance. When he tells her that she is to put the children to bed now, instead of at their agreed upon bedtime, that she needs to obey. In other words, he believes that she must obey. And even more significantly, he believes that if she does not obey, he has the right to enforce the order that he's giving her. He won't call it an order, but it's an order that he's giving her. And so at the core of domestic violence perpetration is the man's belief that he not only has the right to control her, but that he has the right, if she resists that control, to harm her, to punish her, in order to enforce, in order to require her to submit to his control, whether she wants to or not. So the pattern of domestic violence plays out through a large array of rules that he has for her and punishments that he has for her for breaking the rules, as if she were some sort of prisoner in a prison. And many of these rules are stated, and many of them are unstated. He doesn't say them out loud, but he gets across what the rules are, and over time she starts to know what the rules are.